Hello everyone, I am the maintenance man and today I've got a tutorial for you. And the tutorial today, as you will know because you searched for it, and if not, just subscribe, like and leave. It's how to render videos for YouTube. So for this, you are going to want two things. One is something like this, which is Fraps. I was just checking to see, did it show the cursor? It does. Okay, so you want either Fraps, Bandicam, XSplit, any of these things for game capture, so that you could, or anything really, so that you can record. And once you've got your recorded clip, what you're going to want to do is have Sony Vegas Pro. I have Pro 12. You know, Pro 11, Pro 10, whichever you have is fine. And what you're going to want to do is change the rendering settings. There is a lot of preset ones which are fairly decent. They're not great. So I'm just going to show you my preferred settings for rendering. And what you want to do is click this little button up here, and this will bring up the output formats. And you just want to name whatever it is. So main. I don't know why I said main. So used to coding that just everything is main in my head. Well, not everything. Okay, so you can see down here is my YouTube HD 720p recording. These here, there is two 720p ones, well, three 720p ones, but what you're going to do is just click any of these in the WMV. Make sure you're in WMV. There'll be a load of different ones you can do. Different ones like I think there's MP4 somewhere there. I'm not sure where it is, but the best that I have found is Windows Media Video, because YouTube accepts it, and that's really the main thing you're working with. There's the MP4 there, right? So you're just going to click any of these. You're going to go to Customize Template. And it's going to bring up this. So what you're going to do is rename this to whatever, just so you know. So YouTube template. Is it even spelled right? It is spelled right. Okay, and what you're going to do is click on that little save icon there, and that'll create the new save file. And these are the settings. Some of them may need to be changed, some of them may not. What you're going to want is for the audio, which is the very first window that is opened, you want it to be on CBR. Make sure it's on CBR and Windows Media Audio 9.2. You can 10 isn't a whole pile better. 9.2 is what I've found to be the best. And for the attributes, the ones that I use and have found to be the best is 64 kilobytes per second. Kilobits, sorry, 48 kilohertz, stereo AV CBR. So basically what you want is 64, 48 CBR. And moving on to the video settings, make sure that the mode is on CBR. It has to be on CBR. Nothing else will do for this. The image size, you're going to change to high definition 1280 by 720. This will create your 720p video. You could put it up to 1080, but YouTube does not render anything higher than 720p, so you're just wasting your own time and your own your own rendering time and space on your computer. The pixel aspect ratio, you're going to leave it square. You don't need to set to this, because that's only for a high definition widescreen. Next, you're going to want to change the seconds per keyframe to 5. And the frames per second you're going to leave at 30. You don't have to change that at all. What you're going to do now is, for video smoothness, you're going to want to put it right up to 100, because whenever it goes into YouTube, it loses a bit of its sharpness. So you want to make sure that it's set to 100. And it will mean that your video will be that little bit bigger, the file will be a little bit bigger, but I wouldn't really worry about that too much. It's not going to make that much of a difference. Next, you're going to go on to bitrate, and you will not, if you do not set this to CBR, you will not be able to change this. I'll just show you. I'll put it on to VBR, and you cannot choose any of these. It's locked at 500k. So if that you get it locked at that, make sure that you change this here to CBR. And then what you want to do is you want to go on to this here, and no, don't worry about any of these. These are just if you're still on dial-up, and if you're still on dial-up, just do not bother. So because you have the broadband, what you want to do is change this here 500k to 3M. Make sure it's a capital M, because it won't work if it's not. And yeah, so this will increase the size of the file you get as well, but I wouldn't really worry about that. It's going to mean that uploading time is going to take a little bit longer, but your quality of your video is going to be much higher due to it. The next is the index and summary. You don't have to worry about any of this. This is just putting in titles and stuff. You don't need any of that. Go into now to the project file, and you're going to go to video rendering quality and click best. The stereoscopic 3D mode, you don't have to worry about that because it's not going to be in 3D. Well, this video isn't anyway. So once you've done that, make sure click save before you exit out of it, or else this won't change. This will stay as it was, and you'll be still rendering at 320p. I think it's standard. And what you want to do is click OK, and then you'll see your YouTube template here will come up right above my old one. So you just want to click on that and click on render. This will take a bit of time, but because my video is only 8 seconds long, it's only going to take about 20-30 seconds to do. But if you're making a full length, maybe 20-second video or 20-minute video for YouTube or anything like that, it will take, depending on the speed of your laptop, up to around an hour. I haven't really done, well, I think the most mine ever takes is about 40 minutes. And I've got a pretty decent laptop. It's a laptop, it's not a PC. On a PC with high RAM and good CPU speed, it will not be as slow. It'll probably render out in 25 minutes or so, but that is basically it. You'll then, if you go out of Vegas and into your documents, you should see there's loads of different ones, but whatever you saved it as, there's main, and you come out as your WMA, and you'll be able to see it there. And that is your video ready, and you'll see that that's what it looked like in widescreen. YouTube screens normally are about this size, so you'll see it is, well, the writing's a bit small, but it is very crisp. And that's it basically. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more tutorials coming your way. I'll have plenty coming for you. I am the maintenance man, and I'm finished. See you again.